Every piece of furniture, every book it contained had been chosen to please him. He liked the golden brown of the walls, the warm colors in the Persian rugs, the soft depth of the cushioned chairs. He liked, too, the flamboyant red lilies beneath the little Chippendale mirror. After 20 years of happiness, of comradeship, of mutual dependence, after all that marriage could mean to two equal spirits, was there nothing left except ashes? Could 20 years of happiness be destroyed in an afternoon, in an hour? Stopping abruptly, with a jerk which ran like a spasm through her slender finger, she gazed with hard, searching eyes over the red lilies into the mirror. The grave beauty of her face, a beauty less of flesh than of spirit, floated there in the shadows like a flower in a pond. I am younger than he is by a year, she thought, and yet he can begin all over again to love, while a new love for me would be desecration. There was the sound of his step on the stair. An instant later his hand fell on the door and he entered the room. Stooping swiftly, she picked up the letter from the rug and hid it in her bosom. Then, turning toward him, she received his kiss with a smile. "I didn't wait lunch for you," she said. "I got it at the club." After kissing her cheek, he moved to the fire and stood warming his hands. "Beastly day. No chance of golf, so I've arranged to see that man from Washington. You won't get out, I suppose?" She shook her head. "No, I shan't get out." Did he know, she wondered, that this woman had written to her? Did he suspect that the letter lay now in her bosom? He had brought the smell of rain, the taste of dampness with him into the room, and this air of the outer world enveloped him while he stood there, genial, robust, superbly vital, clothed in his sanguine temperament as in the healthy red and white of his flesh. Still boyish at 45, he had that look of perennial innocence which some men carry untarnished through the most enlightening experiences. Even his mustache and his sharply jutting chin could not disguise the softness that always hovered about his mouth, where, she noticed now, with her piercing scrutiny, the muscles were growing lax. Strange that she had never seen this until she discovered that George loved another woman. The thought dashed into her mind that she knew him in reality no better than if she had lived with a stranger for 20 years. Yet, until a few hours ago, she would have said, had anyone asked her, that their marriage was as perfect as any mating between a man and a woman could be in this imperfect world. "You're wise. The wind's still in the east, and there's no chance, I'm afraid, of a change." He hesitated an instant, stared approvingly at the red lilies, and remarked abruptly, "Nice color." "You always liked red." Her mouth lost its softness. "And I was pale even as a girl." His genial gaze swept her face. "Oh, well, there's red and red, you know. Some cheeks look best pale." Without replying to his words, she sat looking up at him while her thoughts, escaping her control, flew from the warm room out into the rough autumn weather. It was as if she felt the beating of the rain in her soul, as if she were torn from her security and whirled downward and onward in the violence of the storm. On the surface of her life, nothing had changed. The fire still burned. The lights and shadows still flickered over the Persian rugs. Her husband still stood there, looking down on her through the cloudless blue of his eyes. But the real Margaret, the vital part of her, was hidden far away in that deep place where the seeds of mysterious impulses and formless desires lie buried. She knew that there were secrets within herself which she had never acknowledged in her own thoughts, that there were unexpressed longings which had never taken shape even in her imagination, somewhere beneath the civilization of the ages.